Hello and welcome back to our series on the contracts in Assassin's Creed 2, specifically in the beautiful city of Forli, which I felt goes a little underappreciated in the original version of this game. Some of the additional content kind of relieves that, but that's beside the point today. This is part 2. You can go to here to watch the first part, but you certainly don't have to, as these are all individual and unconnected missions. Anyway, let's pursue our first contract of the day.
What's got into him?
My connections in Venice have informed me that a boat has been scouting for the Ottomans in Forli, looking for a good place to invade. Kill the boat's captain, Lorenzo. Alright, a very straightforward mission, and one I think we can take care of without any issue. Alright, as we make our way out to the shoreline, I'd love to know how many of you out there actually pursued any of these contracts, because I'll be honest, I skipped a few. More than a few. I just felt like, I don't know if there was enough draw for me, enough incentive. I think maybe, well, there's probably a way that you can incentivize them more. They give off pretty good monetary benefits, but when it comes to these Assassin's Creed games, I just don't think that there's ever really a need for money. I never found myself really struggling, with whatever weak armor or weak weapons, so I never found the need to pile up a lot of funds in order to purchase better armor or better weapons. I think that's different for future games, but at least for the original, the Ezio trilogy, I think that's the case, or at least it was for my playthrough. We make our way over to the dock area where we originally met Caterina Sforza, Ezio's eventual love interest. I wonder what happened between those two, because by the time that Revelations came around, anyway, that's a video for a different time. And we need to make our way out to the vessel. Now, I love this design, but I wish that they had made more of an interior. I'm sure I've made that complaint in my playthroughs and stuff like that many times before, but I just want it on record. Ubisoft, if you're listening to me, I wanted more interior space to explore. It just looks so cool. We make our way up along the stern section and try and line up in a sneaky assassination on one of these guards. Now, the only person we have to kill is the man at the steering wheel. So let's get him. There we go, 2,500 in the bank. But we're here. These fellows were working with the Ottomans, who are our enemies as of this game. So why not clear the deck? And that'll do it. Take that. Mark 1 for the Venetians / Forlians? Floridians? For the Italians, and -1 for the Ottomans. Historically speaking, you may as well give the Italians a win, because it can be pretty tough for them during these conflicts. But with that contract complete, let's move on to the next one. Okay, how do I summarize Girolamo Riario? He was the Lord of Imola from 1473 and Lord of Forli from 1480, Captain General of the Church under his uncle Pope Sixtus IV, one of the organizers of the 1478 Pazzi conspiracy that we witnessed in this game, and was assassinated 10 years later by members of the Forlivese Orsi family. Surprisingly, he's not in this game and not one of Ezio's targets. Instead, this is the man that Caterina Sforza mentions is her husband. And this is the man that Caterina herself mentions that she had killed and used the Orsi brothers from that Battle of Forli DLC to do so. Regardless, at this time, during this contract, he remains alive, and he has an agent that is working for him that we have to intercept. Alright, here we are. Also, I encourage anyone, sorry about the history dump there, but I encourage anyone who's interested to absolutely read more about this figure, because he's just, what an interesting life that man led, and what an interesting time period too. But this just should be a simple case. There we go. Easiest 2,500 florins we've ever made in this game, potentially. Girolamo Riario has imported a new commander from Venice. He's guarding the lighthouse on the coast. Kill him, Lorenzo. Here we go again with Caterina Sforza's husband and Lorenzo de' Medici having quite a serious conflict. That was true in real life, did actually occur. Those two men were major rivals. And obviously we're working for Lorenzo, even though he couldn't save our frickin' father or brothers. Apparently we're still on his side, so let's go to the lighthouse and let's get our kill. Okay, here we are. There are two, right? I think there are two lighthouses around this area, but this is the right one. And by gosh, is it heavily defended. I don't think there's an area in all of Assassin's Creed 2 that has more guards in such a small location. But we'll find our way up. No worries. We make our way up the broken path to the rear of the structure, loot one of the guards that I had to kill beforehand. We climb along the wooden planks that are cemented into the side of this lighthouse. Not exactly sure why, except for climbing reasons perhaps. Maybe they once held banners for Forli. Unsure. Approaching the top level, we have two archers that we have to deal with. Assassinating one opens up the opportunity to silently attack the other. And dealing with him leads just the target remaining. Climbing up what must be some very hot bars, we arrive to find our target, the new commander. Challenging him to a direct fight is cut short by a quick assassination. And that completes our part 2 Assassinations of Forli video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe for more content like this and in other Assassin's Creed games. Oh, no room. Come on, Ubisoft.